I would like you guys to start thinking of the x and y axes kind of as fractions, right? So I want you to think of the top half, the 180 degrees. We're just going to think of that as like 1, because it's 1 pi, right? So halfway would be half of that, right? We're taking 1/6 of that pi. So half of pi would be 3 out of 6. We're just looking for 1 out of 6. So 1/3 of this chunk would be about here-ish, right? And that's 90 degrees. So 1/3 of 90 degrees would be 30 degrees, which makes sense because 180 divided by 6 is 30. So this is 30 degrees. It's also pi over 6. Remember, the reference angle is just the acute angle formed by the terminal side and your x-axis. Here's our x-axis. It already is an acute angle, so that would be our reference angle, pi over 6. 7 pi over 3. If you want, you can convert it into degrees, and then you can figure it out. But we're going to think like a fraction, right? So pi would be 3 pi thirds. So this would be 3/3. Here would be 6/3. Then we'd have to go 1 more third. So this would be 7 pi thirds. But remember, all we did there, 6 pi thirds, was 1 full rotation. We just went 1 more pi past that. So that would be another pi third. Very exciting. But it's almost easier to turn that into degrees and then kind of convert it back. So if we did 7/3 times 180, 3 goes into 180, 60 times 7 times 60 is 420 degrees. If you did 420 minus 360, leaves you with 60 degrees, which is right here. And then if you convert that back into radians, you just do 60 times pi radians over 180, which that's actually what we're doing next. So 60 over 180 would reduce to 1/3 pi radians, which would just be listed as pi over 3. I probably just confused you more with that. Sorry. Ignore what I said the last 30 seconds, because we'll get to it on the next slide. All right, and then 9 pi over 4. Woo! All right. 4/4 would be 180 degrees. So this would be 4/4, 8/4, 9/4 would be here. We just went 1/4 past a full circle. So that means our reference angle would be pi over 4. Or you can always just subtract it. You can do subtract the 2 pi radians off of it, which 2 pi over 1 as fourths would be 8 pi over 4. So if you did 9 pi over 4 minus 8 pi over 4, you get 1 pi over 4. So that would be your reference angle. Let's convert degrees to radians, radians to degrees, and then we're done.